Time now to present the next installment of Alumni in Your Community. We spotlight a husband and wife who both chose BCC to begin their professional careers.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Kocak. I graduated from BCC back in 1979.
Hi, my name is Paul Kocak, and I'm a graduate of BCC from 1985.
I grew up in Swansea, Massachusetts. My interest as a kid was just like the normal kid stuff, bicycle riding, hiking, and that kind of stuff. I went to Case High School. I graduated in 1977 from Case. When I was a teenager, I needed to have braces done. And the orthodontist at the time, Dr. Sullivan, was mentioning to my mom about this new program at BCC. It was just started in the early 70s, and it would be a good field for me because I'm a very inquisitive kid, and I always enjoyed going to his office and talking with all the girls, and they had such a grand time when they were working, and I said, this is the kind of place I would like to work at. So he mentioned that to my mom, and we started looking into that. I was very fortunate to get accepted into the dental hygiene program right out of high school. They only accept about 22 students at a time, and because of my good grades, they did accept me. I was so happy. I was accepted at Cape Cod Community before BCC, but BCC is so much closer that I waited to send in my acceptance to Cape Cod Community and waited for BCC. I graduated in 1979, and I found my first job with Dr. Doherty in Somerset. It was only 1 day a week, so I needed to look for more days. And Dr. Goldstein in Taunton was hiring, so I worked part-time for him as well. I worked another year for him. And then I actually needed full-time because I want to buy a house, you know. I need more hours. So Dr. Steinoff in Fall River was hiring for a full-time hygienist, so I went to work for him for 5 years. After 5 years, I worked for I went back to Dr. Goldstein's office and continued to work for him for 26 years. He just retired in July, and now there's a new owner, and I'm working for him, Taunton Dental Center.
I grew up in Somerset, Mass. I graduated in 1982. When I was in high school, I kind of wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. Kind of a typical kid. Wanted to be everything from a submarine captain to, a business tycoon. I just wasn't quite sure at that point in time. After high school, what I basically did was, I still didn't quite know what I wanted to do, but I took a couple of classes at BCC actually. I think I took a criminal justice class, a sociology class. I was working at the time, I actually worked in a retail company that no longer exists called Bradley's. And did that for a couple of years, and then I went back to school full-time at BCC. I decided to go into the business transfer program. At that point in time, I wasn't quite sure what aspect of business I wanted to go into, but it kind of gave me a nice round core of the various elements of business. You have finance, accounting, marketing, management. I graduated in 1985, and I decided to go to, at the time it was called SMU, Southeastern Mass University, now UMass Dartmouth. I did my 2 years there. I got my bachelor's degree in finance. After that, started looking for a job. Back in 1987 I graduated. In 1988 I entered the banking industry. It just happened there was an ad in the newspaper, and I applied for it. It was a credit analyst position in a local bank called Durfee-Attleboro Bank. Then Durfee-Attleboro, which was part of a big corporation called Multibank, merged with 3 other banks. And at that time the economy was starting to fail, and they set up a workout department, and I actually helped set up that workout department. We moved up to Brockton, and Durfee had merged with 2 other banks, and we became, the surviving entity was called South Shore Bank. South Shore Bank and Multibank was acquired by Bank of Boston, and I ended up working for Bank Boston, their appraisal area, reviewing appraisals, analyzing appraisals, things to that effect. And then I actually came back down to the Taunton area for a very short period of time as a lender. After that, I think I was into probably about a year, and I had the opportunity to join a small bank in Taunton, in the Taunton area called Bristol County Savings Bank, and that's going back just about 17 years. I'm now a vice president of Bristol County Savings Bank. I've worked primarily in the commercial side, again in loan review, workout, foreclosures. I do a variety of things. It was actually kind of a chance happening. At the time, both of us were kind of joggers, and we were at a track in Somerset, actually the high school track, and I was working, and Kathleen was working at the time, and I happened to be stretching out at the time, getting ready to go for a run, and which is something Kathleen never does. She came over to me because she saw me chewing gum, and she asked if I had any gum.
I don't chew gum. I don't like gum. I don't recommend chewing gum.
And the funny part was I had sugarless gum, and given the fact that she's a hygienist, it was a home run.
We have been married for 19 years.
19 years?
Oh, good. I got it right. And we thoroughly enjoy the outdoor life. We enjoy hiking, and we enjoy
geocaching.
Geocaching. That's my favorite right there, is geocaching. It's where you use technology to actually find hidden treasures in the woods, and it can be very challenging at times.
Kayaking, biking. We're very outdoorsy.
Rock
type
climbing.
people.
We belong to the Rhode Island Rock Gym. It's all fun stuff.
Health, fitness. We just, we like spending our free time together.
BCC helped me achieve my career, and it's been a wonderful career, and it's a very fulfilling career. I've got to see, being in one practice for 25 years, I've got to see parents having children, their children, growing up, graduating. It's like, these people are like family to me. It's been a wonderful, wonderful ride.
I think BCC gave me a good foundation to start out with, because like I mentioned before, I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to go in terms of life after I graduated from high school, and it just gave a solid foundation. It gave me a little bit of direction. It helped me interact with people and decide what pursuits do I want to follow, and I recommend it to anybody.